Let's go. Share it, push it, do it, know it. One MediaCom, we work as a team. Share it, push it, do it, know it. One MediaCom, we work as a team.
I think it's a journey. It's share of wallet is an outcome, and the journey the first starts with understanding your consumer. Where are they, and what are they doing in those platforms? And some of the times we have seen agencies and brands building assets which are purely from a brilliant execution standpoint, but are not relevant to the consumer. And how do you find these kind of relevancy is that when you start looking at your Google, and as I mentioned before, is that if you are not being relevant, people are not searching for you, people are not looking for you. So they have to look at the top of mind, they have to look at the awareness, but the key is that can only be impacted when you know who your audience is and how you can relate to them. If you want to look at future, and as the answer lies there, the future is long term, right? And you cannot think more short term here. Whilst there will be a business pressures, and we talked about the economic outlook, it's not great, but you need to rely on long term. And when you're looking at long term, you need to be ready when the short term dips happen. And when the short term dips happen in your sales and you get pressure, it's the advertising which actually takes you along. And not just advertising, it's like something around what you stand for. And that's where the differentiation happens, because when your disposable income is less, people become more choiceful of where to invest, and they will only invest that money when they feel that this brand talks to them. Otherwise they will go into commoditization and buy a cheaper brand or a promotion brand. So one of the things my advice would be around, have a healthy mix of long term and short term, but do not build your brand on short term objectives. Brands needs to be long term. And I'm not saying that you need to be on above the line or digital, but make sure that you are not deviating from the core principle of media and communication is about consumers and where they are, and not moving just like I want to do digital. I want to be 35% of digital. Oh, I don't believe on digital, and move towards television side of things. So my push would be is, again, all of communication is rooted in the audiences which you need to explore, you need to find, and that's what the agencies need to stand for and say sometimes to the brands, this is what is right. And my encouragement to brand team is always about, if you have hired a media expert, listen to them. Don't put them into the pressure where you are pushing them to make wrong choices. So a respectful relationship and something which can be worked towards a common objective is the best way of building the brand.
Let's go. Share it, push it, do it, know it. One MediaCom, we work as a team.